EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here we go. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. He's brought down by Terrell Burgess. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Open man is Noah Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. 11 Now it's Burrow. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll dump this off to Akers. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Needing the tough yards, they run into their fullback. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. C.J. Ham His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Brissett to throw on first. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got a man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Burrow on play action. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible.
There he goes left side. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Lots of look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and
10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Justin Ross.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Brissett on first down. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there. And the drive starting very nicely. First down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. To throw, Brissett. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. And this one is incomplete. The Niners at 7-5 now in the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A give up the middle to Akers. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Going for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Oh, a heck of a move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. DeAndre Swift doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the air again, Burrow.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're thinking to stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second and a couple. Brissett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 30 yards there, and of course, the first down as well. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first down throw for Brissett. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to the running game with Swift. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Juju Smith-Schuster, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. What's good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Gun. 11 empty. Go.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From just shy of midfield, Burrow got a man. It's Brown.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here we go. 11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Again, it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow on play action. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked
nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Maher is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave him exactly what they needed.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd down, Brissett again.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First down, Brissett. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Into the air once more. It's Brissett.
That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
Touchdown, 49ers. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play fake, Brissett.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A pitch out to Swift here.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Swift again on second down.
And some room to run now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a first down. They go play action with Brissett.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Lutz good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have now Burrow loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Front and 10 at the 47.
That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Second and 10 now, Burrow.
Pass complete to Akers on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And Burrow going to throw again. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Gesicki, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs get a bit closer.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Burrow on first down.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is third down and 12. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Pittman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Akers again.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Now Burrow. Touchdown!
Michael Pittman.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting...
Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a long...
Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack on 1st down, Brissett.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 43. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. So he's got plenty of reminders to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. A 1st down throw for Brissett. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And, boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Swift will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So another rushing touchdown for him this year, where he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the...
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Lutz good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Now it's Burrow.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11.
A final shot now for Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Niners come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.